Alright, what's poppin', gods and goddesses? Back again for another video. Well, today's video, we're gonna talk about NoFap again. And this is pretty much like I've went now about 175 days plus with NoFap. I don't really keep count of days. It's not a good idea. Because your mind's always gonna be on it, right? Eventually you wanna let go of it. But I'm on 175 plus days. I'm pretty positive about that. So we're going to talk about the mental aspect that I've gained from it. So what I've gained from NoFap pretty much for the mental part right now. I'll get into the physical parts later on in the video. But right now, the mental part, the biggest thing that I gained from doing this, from NoFap, was probably self-control. Self-control, believe it or not. Self-control was a very, powerful thing you can have. You'd be surprised. So when I was practicing NoFap, I remember at the time, my mind, and I was all over the place. I wasn't really on my purpose. I was doing other shit. I was doing low vibrational shit. I was smoking dope a lot, like every day. I was a stoner, right? And I remember trying to not beat my mean as much, right? And I remember practicing it. And I'd usually get about 3 or 4 weeks in, and then I would relapse. But eventually I got to about 60 days. About 60 days. I remember. I got to 60 days. And my intuition was telling me to let go of weed, right? I saw a voice in my head was just telling me to stop smoking weed, right? Eventually I stopped smoking. Stopped smoking weed. I let go of that weed, let go of the weed, and I let go of jerking off, and those two pretty much helped me get closer to the divine within me. And I had a huge awakening. Huge spiritual awakening. But anyways, I'm not here to tell you a story. I'm here to tell you about NoFap. So NoFap, basically, when I let go of jerking off, I was able to quit that weed situation because fapping's an addiction. It's an addiction that we all struggle with for probably I've been dealing with it for 5 years now. I've been doing it since I got into high school, which is pretty late actually, which is not bad. So remember when I got into high school, I was jerking off, and about this year I quit. I quit jerking off, and I let go. As soon as I let go of that addiction, bro. As soon as I let go of that addiction, I was able to let go of other addictions along with it, because I gained self-control from it. That's the biggest thing I learned and I gained. Self-control. Self-control. All those old habits I had that didn't serve me a purpose, I learned how to let them go. They were holding me back in the long run. So that's what, self-control is huge, man. It's huge. And it's even when you're on NoFap too, you're not doing it for women. That's what I hate about people. I shouldn't say hate, but I dislike about people when they do NoFap, is they do it for the women. You can't do that for the women, man. This is for you. For you. Okay? You're not doing it to have more confidence for women and stuff like that. You're doing it for you, man, because of the benefits it gives you. It makes you I can honestly tell you from sitting here, it makes you a damn man. Honestly, it makes you a man. The masculinity you gain from this, the energy that you get from being from NoFap, you're so much more masculine. You're so much more you want to do. You wake up in the morning. Okay, that's another thing I get. I wake up in the morning and I'm not tired. I'm not tired when I wake up. I have so much energy that will benefit me. So much. I'm driven, man. I'm driven to wake up. I wake up and I'm ready to go to work with passion, man. Shit. My dog is looking at me. But I'm less tired and less drained pretty much, man. And I'm driven by energy. I get an energy boost when I wake up in the morning, man. It's crazy. It's crazy what this thing can do, man. It's so messed up. NoFap is seriously, does it work? Yeah, it does. It really does work. You'd be surprised. And when you get this far, I'm not gonna waste this on on a woman or nothing like that. This is I don't even, my mind doesn't focus on chasing women, and you should never chase women, man. You should never chase women. Always focus on you in the bag, man. That's what you gotta do. Focus on you. Focus on being the best version of yourself. That's pretty much what it is. It comes down to it at the end of the day. And NoFap does that. It helps with that. And like I was more when I let go of all these things, all these old habits, and especially fapping and weed. Those two were the biggest like things I struggled with in my past. Was those two things. And when I let go of those things, man, I was more connected with my higher self, more closer to my soul. And that's how I got my awakening, and I found out my purpose. Blah 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 blah. I figured it all out, man, like all of it. But there's other things too I want to talk about, like what you gain from the mental aspect things. Is like this as well. Yeah, this as well. Now that I'm like 175 days in on it, over, you start picking up on vibes and energies. Okay, like you can walk into an environment, okay, or a party or whatever, and you could feel the whole place out. You could scan the whole place out because your energy, your vibration from practicing semen retention is so high. It's so high. You're vibrating at up here, man. And other people that jerk off and have hookups and do all these low vibrational things are back down here. So when you walk near them or talk to them or anything like that, you're gonna feel that, man, because you're so high up, man. Just think about, and like don't shame him for like being so low because he's not aware of it, right? But like just look at how far you have become. Look at how far you've become in the long run. But that's another thing that I seen from semen retention, like the vibes you get from people now. It like it hits you way harder. Like, it hits so hard now. Like you be around people that are low, man, and you can just you feel it. It's awful sometimes. But another thing I gained was probably new interests as well. Like I remember like I was just chilling with some like just not I was bored. I had nothing to do, okay? I was bored. And I let go to all my old habits at the time, right? No more weed, no more less video games, less TV, Netflix, like all these old habits that I had, right, in my past. I decided to read a book. A book, man. A book. I started reading books, man. I don't read. I hated reading, man. I disliked reading so much. And back in high school, elementary school, but now that I'm at a high vibration, I'm looking to seek for that knowledge that I want. I desire, man. I started getting books. I started reading books, reading them out, and it's not bad. It's nice. It's a nice thing to do. So that's what I gained. I started getting into nature a little bit more, getting some sunlight as well. These are the new hobbies I was doing. I remember meditating I was meditating so much, man. That's what I enjoyed it too. I really liked meditating. I overdid it, I think, personally, but you can't really overdo meditation. But yeah, man, that's pretty much. You're obviously more confident. Well, like you're more confident. Obviously, I figured you would know that one. That your confidence rises. But to me, the biggest thing was self-control. Having the ability to do what I want and not have a voice in my head operating me, programming me what to do in this reality. That's what I saw it as, man. Like if I don't like it's like I can't really describe it, man, but like just having the ability to not jerk off like from what it was in the past, it just blows me away. Blows me away of how far I've became. I'm proud of myself for that, man. You should be too if you're getting this far. And it's No Nut November now, too. No Nut November. It's No Nut November. I want a lot of boys to practice this, man. To practice this. Because this is your time where you can practice No Nut November for 30 days. But people that practice No Nut November for 30 days, they freak out. They're like, they're losing their damn mind. Right? But this is a start, okay? You do this for the start of November, and then when when December comes, they jerk off. They waste it. They waste it just like that. But you can, after you accomplished all No Nut November successfully, then keep going, man. Don't stop. Don't stop. Like I'm telling you, man, don't stop. I've been doing this for a long time now, and like I've seen the gains I've got, the mental gains I've got from it. Everything. Hell, even physical attributes about myself. My skin's more clear. I got more facial hair. My eyes are more detailed. I want to say I'm not really quite sure, but I notice my eyes are more clear to look at. Like I look at my eyes in the mirror, I'm like, damn. But those are the physical things I seen. But three big things that I've noticed, man, is like from NoFap, from doing this for so long, like the three things that I really notice difference was I have self-control. I wake up with energy and I'm driven by something. I don't even know what I'm driven by. I'm just driven by something wakes me up in the morning and I'm ready to get shit done sometimes. I have more energy in the morning. That was two. And the third one was I'm more connected with my higher self, my true self, my true self, my soul, basically. That's what I'm connected with on semen retention. If I waste that nut, man, gone. That's just like that, gone. I'll lose a lot of energy, man. You lose a lot of energy. You'd be surprised. If you have that semen right there has the power to create a child, an infant, bro. So just think about that. Think about that in just a little bit, okay? It has the ability to create a child. So what do you think that semen is gonna do for you? It's gonna benefit you a shit ton. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, it will benefit you a lot. A lot. So, that's pretty much what I gained from NoFap. That's pretty much what I wanted to say. There's lots of things that are, like, there's many more that I could have wrote down, man. Like, eye contact with people. Like, I can stare at people in their eyes like nothing. I don't have no anxiety, like social anxiety, looking at people, which is like a big thing that people struggle with nowadays. I've noticed it, man. It's crazy. People can't look at you in the eyes. It's weird. I think they're too busy staring at their cell phones, right? They just can't have a conversation with you with like face looking at the eyes. Eye contact is a huge thing. And semen retention, it gives you that. It gives you eye contact. You don't got no social anxiety. You'd be surprised. But that's pretty much what I want to go over. You pick up new interests and new hobbies later on when you're practicing it, because eventually you're gonna gain self-control and let go of all those old habits. I hope, at least that's what it was for me. And I gained new interests like reading a book, meditating, getting in nature, all these things, right? That's pretty much what I wanted to get over, man, and say. So that's pretty much it, man. Y'all have a good one. Have a blessed one. Y'all take care. Just no nut November is here. Practice it, okay? Practice it. And when you're done in December, when December comes, always make every month No Nut November. That should be your motivation. Every month is No Nut November. And if you're struggling with semen retention and you just have to bust a nut, because I know there's some people out there that just have to bust their nut. You can look at fapping at look at it. Okay, you have thoughts, right? You have a completely control of your brain. If you did not know that, right? You have thoughts. So when the thought of masturbating comes in your head, you can tell that thought basically that no, I am not beating my meat right now. And it's like, and look at fapping as a gross thing to do. It's filthy. It's disgusting. Okay? And I'm basically screwing myself with my hand. Think about that, okay? Dude, think about that. Do you really want to bang yourself? You want to lay down in your bed and bust a nut on your bed sheets, okay? Think about it in that way, and then you'll be able to. I guarantee you won't do that. You won't be able to bust a nut after that. You won't try. If you think at it like that, as a filthy thing and gross thing to do. So, there you go. So practice semen retention, man. Big thing, man. A lot of benefits from it, okay? I'm out, y'all. Y'all take care and bless up, man.